morning, everyone. I am Nadia Jones, and this is the 90-Day Vision Transformation Challenge. Today is Tuesday, and it's week 8. I'm sorry I didn't get on video yesterday. I was really exhausted, and I needed to rest. I didn't have the chance to rest like I needed through the weekend, so I had to rest. Yesterday, so I apologize for that. But it's week 8, y'all. It's time for a new affirmation. Write yourself an affirmation. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with, whatever self-doubt, whatever negative thoughts that you've been struggling with in these last 2 weeks, write your affirmation out to counsel that negative thought. Write your affirmation out to flip whatever self-doubt that you have of yourself. Flip it. Write your affirmation out to counsel that out, and to, because that negative thought, that negative emotion that you have about yourself is not a thought given to you from God. It's a thought given to you from the enemy, and you should not confirm that thought within yourself. You have to delete that thought out of your mind, and in order for you to delete that thought, to reverse that thought, you have to affirm the opposite. Okay, so write your affirmations out, y'all. Make sure you make the time to write these out at night. If you don't have time to write them out at night, when you get up in the morning, before you start the day, write them out at least 10 times, and then you say them and speak them, and you feel them and you think them. All right. We're still on track with our ultimate goals, and attacking our financial and our physical goals. Make these 3 goals a day. 3 goals a day of how you can attack each one, and be committed and show up for yourself, and hold yourself accountable, and make sure you meet these goals. There's no reason that you shouldn't. Week 8, this challenge is almost over, and it's so many. You can finish this challenge strong, even if you started out a little weak. You can finish strong, and that's the goal. And then be better prepared for the next round, for the next go around of the challenge. But also, y'all, I wanted to just something that I learned over the weekend is, part of growing in faith is having the ability to, if someone was to call you out on some behavior, some stuff that's not that you shouldn't be doing, right? And it's not like you mean any harm by it, and it's not really intentional. It's just something that you're aware that you shouldn't be doing, but you do it anyway, because for whatever reason, something that it's not really truly harming anybody. At least you think it's not. But anywho, when you get called out on it and it's wrong, a person that is not mature or not growing in faith, they'll find offense in that, and they'll try to flip the script and get defensive on what it is that they were doing, instead of just acknowledging the fact that, hey, you know what, you're absolutely right, I have to do better than that, and moving on and moving forward, and actually taking heed to what they have told you about yourself. You find offense in it, like, that is a clear indication that you are not where you should be with your faith, because we should be able to get wise counsel. When we have friends, when we have people around us that truly care about us, they will call us out when we need correction. And when you get that correction, it does not always feel good, but ultimately it's for your greater good, because they could have let you continue on with that, right? And you don't know how deep the hole that little small offense that you think is nothing, you don't know how deep of a hole that little small offense can dig for you, and really end up biting you in the behind. And part of growing in faith is being able to acknowledge that. Part of growing in faith is being able to hear the messengers of God when he sends them your way. Because when God has to send somebody else to warn you about something, this is kind of like a last resort on God's behalf. Because one, the Holy Spirit has already warned you, but you keep ignoring him. You keep doing your own thing, leaning on your own understanding, and doing what you want to do because it feels good in the flesh. And you even allow a little self-righteousness to set in because you're like, you know what? I'm not doing that much. I don't have that much going on. I'm not doing that bad, and I'm not like these people out here in the world. So this little thing that I'm doing, so what? Everybody does it. Is that the way of God? Is that how God, the Holy Spirit on the inside of you is not, he's not accepting that. So now God has to send somebody else outside of you, outside of the Holy Spirit. He has to send somebody else your way to give you that message in a different form. Now, if you have any wisdom about yourself, you'll take heed to that message and you'll think back, okay, God has already tried to warn me through the Holy Spirit on the inside of me about this, and I haven't listened. So now I'm hearing it from an outside force, a credible outside source. So let me be wise and listen and take heed and stop and cut out whatever activity, cut out whatever it is that you're doing. Now, and hopefully at this stage in your life, you can hear when God sends his messengers. Because if we don't listen when God sends us these messengers, God is going to have to step in. And when God has to step in and correct us, that whooping that you receive from the from God, that whooping that you get from God does not feel good. It hurts. It's probably 9 times out of 10 going to be seen and felt, not just in private, but people. It may be a noticeable difference in you, in your demeanor, because you got some stuff going on, and you being beat up, you're being whooped by the Holy Spirit, and it's really hard for you to hide that, because now God had to step in and intervene, and I know that doesn't feel good. So if you don't want it to get to, so y'all be aware. Don't take heed to the messenger. Take heed to the Holy Spirit. But if you don't get the Holy Spirit and God sends his messenger in human form to warn you, to quicken you, listen before he has to sit you down. Because nobody wants to be set down by God. It hurts, y'all. Them whoopings from God hurt. They hurt. So I don't want a whooping. I'm listening. I hope y'all are listening too. Stay up on your affirmations, y'all. It's Tuesday. Let's have the best week we can possibly have. Let's stay positive, and no matter what, don't let these negative thoughts fill your mind. Don't let these negative thoughts run you. Okay? Get on top of these affirmations so that you can transform and renew your mind. All right? So that's all I have for y'all today. Keep grinding.